Instead, Virtus.pro now send Flit down into the lower tunnels. And waiting just on the other side of that smoke.
Oh, no.
And
yeah.
Nico just gets cleared.
Yeah, you had to see that coming. That smoke fades, and it is so hard to make it work. Two different angles he had to deal with, and he doesn't even get a chance to shoot. So 5-on-4 for Virtus.pro, and that can be deadly. Monacy's going to start making a move.
Well, Monacy is definitely making his move right into Norbert, and he takes him out easily. Monacy looking for that second, but James decides he does not want to fight, so he gets away around that corner. And now the attack through short is coming out. VP deep into the bomb site. Monacy trying to address that fact. He's still worried about the possibility of James flanking from long, so he has to go back and address that issue. And in the meantime, James has now confirmed that he's played in mid instead to cut off these rotations. He takes Malps out of the fight. Flit down to 1 HP from Monacy, but no kill from Monacy other than that initial pick. So it puts it all on Hunter and Snacks. There is a kid available on the in-game leader of G2, but they're starting to run thin on time. And Hunter needs to start chiming in with some more shots, and that's exactly what they've got together. Bringing them down, leaving it all on Fame, and time is ticking. Snacks is close, but he can't pick it up. Fame knocks down 3 and wins the pistol here for VP.
Disgusting round for through. Good shooting with the Glock. Good decision-making from James as well. He knows Monacy is going to have to be concerned. Monacy and Nico playing way out in the open as well. Little off angle for Monacy for Catwalk. Nico's in support back towards the bomb site.
This could be a pick for Monacy, but Nico's actually going to go for that initial peek and try and pull these rifles in, but Electronic is looking so sharp right now. Another big kill, this time on Nico. Monacy's not alone, even though he has lost his primary choice in terms of teammate. He's got more support with him.
And no one can shift over to help because there's a mid to B smoke. The B players are a little bit worried, and now comes the hit. Electronic leading.
Monacy tries to jump up. It's Malp's turn to step up, and he only gets 1 out of it, but Monacy chiming in. Snacks getting a kill back, and Hunter falls, but Monacy still standing, and there's always a shot with 8 seconds left that he could deny this. VP trying to get to the plant, but Monacy, he could deny everything for VP. Shot comes in, pistol pulled, and Monacy will be the closer.
Maintaining his aggression. So much damage taken from the Molotov, but he still makes sure that VP can't get comfortable. And you could see Electronic thought the whole time that he was going to be coming up ramp, but Monacy uses that smoke perfectly. And he just barely misses that information.
I'm definitely close to this, Monacy. 1 step back, and he'll have a chance to take them out, and they jump off, and you give him even a slither, and he is going to take absolutely everything.
And this is VP. It looks like they want to descend in towards middle, and again, try and do that mid to B split. They had the bomb and 1 other player in upper dark. They actually had Norbert rotating over to join them, so a 2-3 split was the idea, but that's been taken away from them.
"35 seconds remaining." That flash is perfect in terms of timing. Utility dropping down, and Norbert realizes they cannot respect it. They must go through it. And will they check for Hunter? The answer is no. A resounding no. And Hunter takes 2 kills. And it will be the plant coming through for James now, and Electronic waiting in middle. This is a position they're going to think about, that they're going to clear, but dealing with Electronic proves difficult once again. He gets 1 and thrusts his in-game leader into a clutch. A 1 versus 2 up against the sharpest tools in G2 Shed. And James realizes maybe a proactive play could be the correct option here to take some of these players away, to take some of the chances away from Monacy and Nico as they both come through the window. It is James with the first, now just Nico, and that headshot gets G2 back in on the retake.
Nico has been crisp. Nico is back in business. He had a little bit of a labored start to CS2 in the first half of the year, but we can start forgetting about that now because he's been so on point.
Electronic with some speed, a pace change here for Electronic, and he's running out fast. It's close to a kill, but flashes are making this awkward, and Malp somehow does not get the chance onto Electronic. Nico cleans up instead, and they all come towards Kovac, and he opens up the dispatch. They're gone, they're forced back.
But headed right back towards Snacks' position.
Oh, Snacks. Doesn't get much easier than this. James walks into the pole. Flit now up next. 15 seconds, round is already done. And Snacks will confirm it with a G2 lead now being taken.
G2 had a couple, tough chances to find an opening kill, but they are still doing all right considering the chip damage that's gone along to all the players. Utility's done fine work against Virtus.pro to soften them up for the late round execution. But now that there's catwalk pressure, they can actually start moving out middle. Electronic, the reverse drop. And now G2 know what's supposed to be coming.
30 seconds, that's all that's left here for Virtus.pro. Smoke's going to go into a CT, but they have to be ready for what is going to be an A play through short. Norbert coming over the top. Bomb will shortly follow. Mobs with a brilliant headshot. Monacy, does he go for a jumping shot? He tries. And I think he'll go for it again. He drops on down. None of them landing, but he's trying. He's trying to give us a highlight here. And 7 seconds left. VP can't win the round anyway. They're going to back away. And G2 are in control right now on Virtus Pro's map pick.
Oh, boost up to try and take a weapon away. They get one more. Oh, they even find Flit at the end. Complete wipeout for G2. Oh, Virtus Pro, time for another timeout. It's all around. It's 6 in a row for G2.
Oh my goodness, okay. That's a decent shot from Norbert. Snack's not happy about it. And it's quick towards this B bomb site. Hunter, get your gun out here. They come straight into him. And Hunter holds down mouse one. And it is all over here for VP. Great hold from Hunter. Norbert jumps down into a CT. Nico has the spawn exit. AWP scoped up. And that is a fantastic round coming out of Hunter when he's tested on the B bomb site.
I think they're just gonna execute this like right out of the goal. 30 seconds left. That's kind of obvious at this point. Mid to B smoke. Here they come. Only 2 players inside the B bomb site. No one in mid to harass.
But it's Monacy and it's Hunter. They can combine to crush this attack. And Virtus Pro have lost 3 players in an instant. Monacy still focused on B ramp, but he's got to worry about tunnels. He'll look towards that. He'll take that shot on James. An electronic caught from short. It is so strong right now from this defensive G2, from perfect utility to players stepping up. Snacks waiting for the attack into the B bomb site. AWP positioned at the back of the platform. It's a missed shot for Snacks, and they keep coming. They keep running, and Snacks is missing absolutely everything. Hunter coming back through window, only manages one this time, and Virtus Pro may have broken through to a 4th round win here at the end of the half. G2 will attempt this retake. They have to, and that bomb's not down yet. This could still go against Virtus Pro, and oh, that's the bomb. That's Nico stopping James, and now things get a little complicated for Virtus Pro.
No.
And Nico's going through. Nico slipped the net. He's round the back of the car to the side of the smoke, and he's just waiting. See if he can catch someone stepping into his crosshair, and here it is. Up for free. He could take a double, and it's a perfect play from Nico, and he can't sink but eventually they close it. It is a nice kill from Monacy to round out this half, and that is another highlight moment from Counter-Strike's highlight team.
But that makes the defense out towards long a little bit weak. It's just Norbert, and he's in a position where you cannot fall away and survive. You will get 1 and be traded, 2 if you hit some really good shots.
Oh, Norbert. Here they come around the corner. Can't stop any of them. Just too many targets and not accurate enough. Electronic takes his next steps forward. Will it work out? Hunter catches perfect timing to go back and consider the lower push.
And now G2, they don't need to set up and execute out towards long. They can actually give this some time to breathe. VP have to spread their defense back out because now B is a possibility as well.
All they got is 40 seconds. G2 starting to make their way along. It's going to turn into a bit of a bloodbath here in the final few moments of this pistol round. Flit and Fame fighting back, keeping VP in this fight. G2 have to get into the side. Hunter's coming up short now. Late if he can have enough of a distraction set up from his teammates. Hunter should get that kill, but he's unloaded a load of bullets and nothing's gone his way. Now Nico left, 1v1 against Flit, and Nico's trying to find him, trying to track him, and Nico is so confident today, just jumping around that site, and he saves the round here for G2.
Yeah, VP, that's an admirable fight back from a 3v5 to just challenge through that smoke the whole way and bring it very, very close. I thought Nico might lose track.
A boost over that CT smoke for Nico. Trying to spot out anybody inside the bomb site, but it's not worked out for G2. They haven't been able to glean information. It's all about the timing for Electronic and when he wants to flank it long. Pushing through the smoke. Snacks and Nico both go down. Hunter finally fighting back. He gets Norbert and Fame. Still Electronic could come into play, but he's not even needed because Flit on the site does so much work. And VP do tactically outplay G2, and being able to stack that site proves very effective.
Yeah, that was the most likely eventuality of that round, considering the control of the map that Virtus Pro had. So nothing too crazy. These VP defenders, though, they got to be careful. They're now both stuck in the bomb site. A lot of real estate that G2 has control of towards long and catwalk means these guys are just boxed into a corner with nowhere to go.
Look how close they're getting without information. Electronic takes a step into the open, and he's instantly taken out. Norbert must step up, but only manages one kill because he was split from two sides. And Virtus Pro collapse in this round. G2 gets so much space, and they don't even get detected.
That's the problem when you have two players in that situation where people got lured towards middle out of their position, and then when you turn to get somewhere back, you realize we don't have control of long, we don't have control of catwalk. There's actually nowhere I can go with the bomb site, but that's such a weak position for two defenders at the same time when you're being split. And he was how sick of his performances were, and I was just like, well, you're having some good games too. And he just looked at me and goes, yeah, finally. So I mean, this has got to be a very fun experience right now for this G2 team that's had a beleaguered first half of the year.
Yeah, refreshing taste for this G2 squad. The Samurai slice their way through this B-bomb site. Norbert is under so much pressure, and surely not long for this world. Utility whizzing past him, bullets following, and now it is Mobs to push right into him. James, the last remaining member of Virtus Pro here on Dust 2, and it will be a convincing victory from G2 in this opening map of the semifinals. They crash down on Virtus Pro. Their opponent's map pick collected, and this G2 squad are looking.
What Virtus Pro can do now. Let's see if they can recover from the catastrophe of the first map. Aggressive down middle with 4 players. Hunter spots it out, gets the information, and G2 headed over towards the A-bomb site.
There's one thing I remember about Snacks on Ancient,
Indeed.
He likes to go A, and they are just charging through together, all 5, right into Foot, and he deals with that pretty well. Snacks and Hunter both dead, and here comes that quick rotation from VP. Coming through the donut. Monacy gets boosted on up. Mobs playing within the bomb site. G2 have that bomb down, so a timer on this play for VP, but they've got a kit and a smoke on the back of Flit. So they can take a few extra seconds. They know that smoke will help them out later into this round. But Donut now fades away. Mobs into a fight. Nails it on the electronic. And the second shot is so clean from Mobs. He turns back to CT. And Mobs don't stop. Taz is impressed with his new recruit. And it's now Fame left for the 1v2. And he does not have the kit. He does not have a chance in hell. Mobs was in such a difficult spot. And he just kept firing.
And Taz is just saying, keep it going, baby. Keep rolling. You've got this. Remember, this is the map Mobs dominated on against Spirit. He was a monster. And what a hot start. So it's nice and easy. Virtus Pro perhaps looking at that Spirit game and how many times G2 attacked the A-bomb site. They've stacked a third player on that side of the map. And Snacks has a really, really fast flank that James doesn't expect.
Now rotations become difficult for Virtus Pro because you know you can't go through CT, so you think about middle instead. Now electronic spotted, he's getting sandwiched from 2 sides and he can't get a single kill. Virtus Pro unable to rattle G2. They're gonna bring that bomb back over to the A site instead. It has just worked out so perfectly here for the T side.
Yeah, this is God's here. The double push and Donut as well, but just a timing where G2's so well prepared for it. Flit and Norbert have shifted over as the bomb's not planted, trying to find something before it goes down. Now they're split up, and now Flit's going to have a real hard time saving this weapon. So is Norbert, because everyone from G2 is ready to hunt.
Good work from Flit, but can't hold on to his weapon. Now Norbert stuck inside of Cave. Might be able to get away with it, but then again, Nico's relatively close. Norbert's going to hear those steps, that upgrade that Nico has gone through with. And Norbert, ooh, is he going to get away with it? Nico coming towards him. Norbert hangs on. So at least there will be one rifle saved.
It's not enough to get to be happy about, to be excited about. Still just getting rolled out of this map.
I mean,
this
you
series.
just said a second ago before this round started, we'll wait till the first gun round to see if VP can knock some of that momentum out of G2. If anything, it just got better for G2 in the first gun round.
Yeah, that's actually, I mean, super well played tactically. I mean, getting into position, getting into good positions, but playing well and having really good responses off Snacks' opening kill. And so the first steps are successful for G2. They force back the mid defense. They've got control of middle. Nico's taken away any aggression in towards Jaguar. And now he's got to spam into the bomb site in almost a second.
From his initial position, he'll have to fall behind the smokes. And this is not exactly what VP would have been hoping for. It is a great execute for G2 into this bomb site. Both VP defenders held behind smokes, and here comes Mobs around the back. Oh, it's perfect. Mobs just catches the good timing, strong position. Eventually, James realizes that they might just have to fade away here. They have to save. They can't compete for this. 5 rounds in a row for G2.
You give G2 an inch, you give him that opening kill, and they're going to make the rest of the round really painful. Just so strong at the moment, not making any mistakes. m0NESY goes down, but Electronic, I don't know if he's going to be able to keep it. Hunter's not going to let him get away. Misses the opportunity, and a good response. Good job from Electronic getting away, but Nico still wants blood.
Pretty close to it, but it looks like James going to at least, yeah, they're definitely going to keep their weapons now inside of Temple.
Once again, late towards middle, little delayed take, flashbang into the sky. Fame just turns, and Snacks comes through the smoke.
Pushed up is Electronic. This position can be strong, but it's all about finding these quick kills. And Electronic, he is certainly going to do that. m0NESY has to trade it out, but he's lost 2 of his teammates. And G2 is the most compromised setup they've had so far on Ancient. Other than perhaps the pistol round, and Snacks, he's got 2 players coming towards him, and he's got Nico to back him up. He knew that peak was coming. He's seen the shadow coming his way. And James now with a 1v3 ahead of him, and you've got to feel at this point, you've got to start winning rounds. You've got to go for a couple of these clutch attempts. And Nico's on a race. He's trying to beat him over towards red, and Nico's been spotted. Realizes he's been spotted. Nico's still so confident, and he realizes now maybe we'll just take a step back to safety and play this one with m0NESY.
But you're right. I mean, James has to go for this. He's got a good chance at it, a good crack at the clutch. m0NESY planting the bomb. James just sliding over, looking for that first shot. m0NESY's not giving it to him. And knowing it's the AWP on the other side going against them, there's no peeks. They're going to hold for James' move, and m0NESY's got it anyways.
I mean, that's a 3v3. That's a situation where you feel like VP. Thanks for coming out again. We got m0NESY boosted up. He's looking for that initial peak. There's nothing from VP coming from long side. Instead, it's Flay underneath them, and m0NESY is so fast. We say it time and time again. And he never fails to surprise us. He
No way!
Keep peeking, m0NESY. Keep dying. VP down to just 2 players. This is Fame now trying to defend. He's done a decent job of getting one, but there's not much else Fame can do here. This has got to be one of the most frustrating halves of Counter-Strike the Virtus Pro have played in a very long time, if not ever.
This is what I'm talking about, though. Like, look at what's gone against VP. Like, you have that peak from Jaguar that he has the advantage over Snacks, and just as he's making the peak, a flashbang pops and he's blinded. Same thing over towards A ramp. Another peak's coming out, and m0NESY's just able to do a 180.
They're worried about an A play.
They're worried about everything.
They've got the AWP over here, though. And this AWP is going into the donut, and it is gone. It is just gone. Nothing more to add. It's just out of there. VP collapse again. Electronics out of ammo. G2 have 9 rounds in a row.
It's done, man. Someone throw in the towel. This is crazy, this level we're seeing G2 hit.
10 and 5 on Mobs. 10 and 1 on Nico.
We saw it on Dust 2 just a little bit, but...
Dude, it must just be the billboards with his face on it, just firing him up.
Yeah, I got him jacked up for the rest of the week.
I mean, you can't walk outside and lose if you got billboards of your face all over the boulevard, can you? So,
Virtus Pro is set up for a late mid-take. But James is forced out of position into the open.
Finally, an opening kill going in favor of Virtus Pro. Electronic, in fact, does a little bit better than that. He gets 2. So he'll back away. Damage has been done to Snacks.
And this is a little bit weird now for G2. Maybe the first kind of obstacle, well, definitely the first obstacle they've had in this half, considering the bomb has dropped all the way towards middle. That was supposed to be Hunter or Mobs to pick it up after something. And there goes Snacks. Nico can't trade. He was backing up to go towards the bomb, and now he's got to come back for control.
It's Nico and m0NESY left in his clutch together, and Nico is just erupted back in with a chance for G2. A 2v2 off the back of the initial 4. G2 advantage for VP. And now suddenly just m0NESY, but 20 seconds is the problem. He picks that bomb up, and he's got to get a sprint on. He's got to run so fast. Unfortunately for G2, he is the flash, and he goes right into James in mid, who realizes he needed to pick that one up. VP, if they had let that go, definitely throw in the towel. Flash out, m0NESY can peek.
Huh?
I don't know. There's just a little bit of stone protecting James from that one. And this time, the shot will ring out from James AWP. It's Nico that falls. And James is waiting. Here's the swing. Mobs gets past the scope. Dishes a little bit more damage out to James, but the AWPer will stand. And he will get another opportunity to take out Mobs, one that he will take this time. G2 is starting to get stalled out. Electronics push through A main. He's got a lot of info from that play, and James is just getting easy 1v1 fights, just walking into a sniper. That's 3 in the round for James.
They've been coming at him one by one. Nobody's been there to trade these kills. When G2 steps up to the plate, m0NESY decapitates Flit, and there's Hunter as well. Oh, it's starting to pan out real well for G2.
Switch to the AK as well. So Norbert might just swing and think he's got an AWP against him, but he's going to wait around that corner. m0NESY's going to clear him with the AK, and fortunately for VP, Norbert able to get something done with the MP9, and Hunter, while he's not ready for Electronic, that was ever so patient on his flank, eventually gets his reward. So 2 rounds in a row now for VP. They're looking to secure 3 rounds. m0NESY has no intentions of doing that. G2 sending players through Donut. Snacks and Mobs currently occupy Donut itself. Nico down in back-to-back rounds here.
Well, that's Flit getting him back for the first gun round. That's exactly how Nico got the entry on the B bomb site. So, you know, fair is fair.
Missed timing there for James. Unfortunate on scope, and m0NESY is going to punish the repeat. Now that's a gap, an opening into the site to try and attack, but it's not worked out here for G2 right at the end. 3 rounds in a row to save what would have been a disastrous half. It's still difficult, very difficult for Virtus.pro, as they want to try and stay alive here in Riyadh in this semi-final. Nico, stay in front of that smoke, staying in front for the fight. Flash comes up. He needs to land it. Eventually he does with body shots and Snacks. Oh, he's so clean with that USP. m0NESY a little bit more of the silencer showing through that smoke than he would have liked, but it really doesn't matter.
I take back everything I just said. There's no chance.
Yeah, there's no chance. You don't get a bomb plant, you don't win the pistol. It's all over.
So much attention on Nico pulling all the eyes to the left. Meanwhile, Snacks is chilling in Cubby, has all the time in the world. Nobody can find him. Nobody can hear that silenced USP. And James, once again, last one alive, is like, all right, well,
we tried.
I guess
I got to have a molly for the post plant.
Yeah, it could have worked.
But it's not going to pan out the way VP would have hoped.
Now we get those AK-47s that VP's been waiting for. Last chance. Last chance to get involved in this map, and it goes against Electronic. A good trade, an important trade to keep things even.
Snacks with a re-smoke. m0NESY starting to make his move in mid. Will it work out in timing? Flit temporarily distracted, but he's come back at the right time, and m0NESY's head provides itself. Second chance now on Mobs, and oh, good trade from Mobs. Snacks unleashed now out of cave. Nearly wins that fight versus James, but doesn't, and the bomb now goes down inside of the B site. A lot of space for VP to play with. And now a consideration for G2. Do they want to save?
Nope,
or
they're going to save.
And there's no money left, so they're going for a save call.
Yeah, and it's a smart call as well. Even with this kind of a lead, it'd be easy to be overconfident and kind of go for this, but still playing to give them some access over towards Red Room, but Mobs is waiting.
Into that mid-fight, Mobs comes out on top of it. It's Electronic that goes down, but Norbert realized it had to be a swift response. There had to be a trade. He steps into it. He hasn't had many kills here, Norbert, nor have a few of his teammates. That one could be very important for the outcome of round 16. Snacks, he's done this so many times. Just as that smoke is up, he makes his way out. Oh, James, is he going to check for him? He is. Snacks is going to lose this fight against James again.
Yeah, they need to hustle back. There is kind of a missed smoke from Virtus.pro, so that's a resource they would love to have because they've got none remaining. More utility streaming into the B bomb site. It's only m0NESY who's rotated over with the FAMAS. He does have some nades to work with, but this is all a fake, a ruse. VP's going to go to the other side of the map, so now it all falls onto Hunter's shoulders.
He's only got an MP9, and that Molotov is now giving away his position. He can't get a single kill despite coming the closest you can, right? He's 1 HP left on Flit.
This is another beautiful round tactically from Virtus.pro, but it's all based off advantages they haven't really been able to get many of. if you go back to Dust 2. I mean, player advantage, you have quiet in the mid-round, you have plenty of time to work with, and you get to start throwing those little fakes, those little bits of utility from middle, those bits of utility into the B bomb site to take the defense away, and then G2 has to scramble to get back in.
Yeah, m0NESY has to think about getting out of here. This looks unlikely. Oh, AK now picked up, but James already had him, and that is 5 rounds for VP, so...
A push through A main from all 5 players, and VP's actually headed to the side of the map. 3 through Donut very, very fast, just playing contact, waiting till they see somebody. Malbs with a deagle, good start. And they won't know numbers, but now they will. Norbert has seen the push coming. VP have an indication of where the stack is, so they should be able to dodge all the danger.
Run, Norby, run. His teammates are stepping up, bomb is down, and he's won the round here. Just keeping them distracted, keeping them pinned, and now lining them up. m0NESY down on 30 health. He wants this kill. He's not going to get it. Norbert does very well. And we're now at that point where we can get the full buyout again for G2. There won't be an AWP for m0NESY. He had enough, just enough to get a glass cannon and nothing else. So he wants to go to the rifle. Big peek from Fame in middle. Flitz lost most of his health, but there hasn't been a kill yet up until Nico, who draws first blood. Minute 5 seconds left. VP, a couple of players into this B bomb site. Norbert's trying to create that space to make them feel a lot more comfortable so that they can bring that bomb back in. But the bomb is not yet arriving. It's still outside these B doors. And Norbert is doing more than they could have asked for him.
Yeah, but look at 2 players chunked down very low. Fame half HP, Norbert 2 health. And now they're getting stalled out by flashbang. So James steps up to the plate with this AWP, looking for a peek.
Oh, he's got a good angle here. They cross into him, but a missed shot from James. You don't see many of those. Fame will fall, Norbert follows, and VP now have to suffer elimination point. G2 1 round away for the grand finals here at the Esports World Cup.
Virtus.pro scrape together what they can, and it's a pretty solid buy.
Oh, Snacks, he's going to grab that opening fight. Flit was persistent. Now the peak. We haven't seen m0NESY sniper, and now we see what it can do. Electronic falls down on the T side. VP diminished to just 3 players. A nice peek from James, well played as m0NESY's caught in the open.
A little bit overconfident. He was in a couple safer positions, but decided to get aggressive. Still a tall task. Fame is going to have to open things up.
Bulbs gets cleared. Fame opens up perfectly. Now VP have a chance to get into the site, and that plant is coming in on default. James is holding for the CT swing, and this shot he will nail. It does not look like this is going to be a G2 finish unless Nico and Snacks can create magic on this retake. Distraction being set up by Snacks. Nico now dropping out into Brokey. Out of the temple, into the fight at Donut, but he loses it, and it's all Snacks. All Snacks on a USP. And we know what he can do with it, but it's usually in the pistol rounds. And he switches out to an M4 that was down on the ground. He's got a kit, but he has no utility. This is not going to happen for Snacks. This is not going to be closed by G2. The VP stay in the fight for a little bit longer. Snacks falls away. And well worked towards that A site. And it does feel like if m0NESY was maybe slightly more disciplined, they could have closed it there and then.
Yeah, a mistake out of m0NESY to take that. And again, I think it's a lot of confidence, obviously, in himself, a lot of confidence in the scoreline of G2. But again, like no matter how much you've beaten up Virtus.pro, you don't feel panicked making the decision to save.
Yep, safety net catching them.
Nade stack brings Flit down low.
Well, that's usually how these kind of rounds start. Nico with a deagle. Snacks has a rifle.
Ooh.
Nico jumps on by, gathers info.
Yeah, but now he's pinned against the wall, and they know this position. And the M4 is still sitting in cave, so it's just the pistols trying to defend against this.
Well, they're going to be focusing on Nico, but the threat is still there. It still stands until Norbert finally gets rid of the threat of Nico's deagle. And it really doesn't look like there is going to be one of those big moments, but Snacks, he could create one. He's coming in with that M4, but ends up getting caught in an awkward scenario that leads to absolutely nothing. And m0NESY,
I think he heard the footsteps from m0NESY coming up and maybe got a little bit tweaked out, a little bit scared.
Yeah,
maybe like m0NESY says, "I'm coming from heaven," and he turns to look.
Well, m0NESY doesn't have a kit. There is maybe one down on Snacks, but it is going to be a headshot straight away from Odyssey, who now does have a kill.
Oh!
That is absolutely unbelievable from Odyssey. From nothing to a grand final, this is the best player in the world, and he keeps delivering for G2. This kid is absolutely insane. We have not seen anything like it. Highlights from nothing, time and time.